Okay, so we're gonna talk about Freak Mill. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. All these stories are surrounding Diddy, or all these stories coming out about Diddy, it's getting crazy. Like I can't even keep up with all these accusations. Like you might hear more accusations for the rest of the year. Like that's how crazy it is. But for you guys who don't know, recently Meek Mill just got accused of being undercover because it was alleged that him and Diddy was playing around a little bit in the room. That's what the accusation is. And here's the thing, I'm not the biggest Meek Mill fan, but me personally, I hope this that story ain't true. That's just me. But what happened was, DJ Akademiks, like, well, everyone, who is involved in hip hop knows who Ak is. So Ak was basically reporting on it, right? Now Ak wasn't trying to diss Meek, he wasn't trying to assume that he was undercover or on the other side of the tracks. He was just reporting the news. That's all Ak was doing. He wasn't trying to diss Meek at all. And the thing is, him and Meek do have a prior history of not getting along. I want to mention that as well. But in this situation, man, Ak wasn't doing nothing wrong. He was just reporting the facts. That's all he was doing. But obviously, Meek didn't think so. So what happened was he got on Twitter and he started violating Ak, saying that, oh, you spreading them, you're this and you're that. I will die to end you, stuff like that. Basically, he was just threatening him. And the first thing that came to my mind was like, yo, Meek, how do you have all this energy for Akademiks, but you didn't have all this energy for Drake or 6ix9ine? Like, that's just my opinion. Like, you gotta understand, Meek is supposed to be a battle rapper, and he lost to a singing nigga. like that's just like. And then when 6ix9ine pulled up on him, he didn't do anything about it. So you have no smoke for the rappers who are on your level, but you want to go after a blogger. See, and the thing is, what a lot of rappers like constantly overlook. See, when you go at bloggers, you have to be very careful in how you do it. And the reason why you have to be careful in how you do it is because anytime when you want to get into a Twitter war, well, especially with a guy like Akademiks, is the type of guy, if he has problems with you, he'll roast you for hours on a live. All day, every day, 3 hours at a time. He don't give a damn. That's just his opinion. That's just how he is, whether you like Akademiks or not. And as far as I'm concerned, DJ Akademiks, he has a bigger name in hip hop than Meek Mill. So if I'm Meek, I'm like, yo, you trying to diss Akademiks and you violating him, it wasn't even necessary. All you really had to do was just say, hey, yo, listen, these accusations are not true. That's that. Or if you do want to throw Ak's name in there, just say, yo, listen, I don't understand what Ak's talking about. I don't know why he's reporting on it, but all the stuff he's reporting on is completely false. Something like that. That's all you had to say. You don't have to get into a Twitter war with a blogger because you're essentially on their turf. But to sum it all up, what I'm really trying to say, like the point of the video, is don't go out there trying to be a studio gangster. Like back when I was growing up, like my dad, like anytime he was looking at my playlist and all the artists I listened to, he was like, you're not listening to any internet thugs, are you? Studio gangsters, guys who just lie in their lyrics. And when I was younger, I really didn't care about it. I was like, whatever, right? That's what I thought. But looking back at it now, I see why he can't stand studio gangsters, because they portray an image, but it's really not who they are. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be something that you're not. That's the main thing I'm trying to say. Meek is on this Twitter rant, trying to like act all tough over the internet. And listen, I do understand why people are mad at Ak. Obviously, Ak has a tendency to act tough as well. But the thing is, Ak never claimed to be in the streets. You could make an argument that Ak shouldn't be acting tough all day, but at the end of the day, Ak never claimed to be in the streets at all. So, Meek is. Meek was, I think in one line, Meek was like, if you ain't about that murder game, then pussy nigga shut up. All right, well, listen, I mean, if you're talking like that, then we expect you to be about it. And real thugs don't go after bloggers all over the internet. They just don't do that. You gotta understand, man. And honestly, really, Meek's career is not really relevant. Like, the money Meek's making is not really off his music. I mean, maybe streams here and there, but he ain't really touring like that. He's not relevant as much as Akademiks. Like, these bloggers, YouTubers, and these Twitch streamers, they have a chokehold over the industry right now. everyone, like, in terms of the way they consume music content, they go on the internet now. They don't like buy CDs or buy albums like they used to. That's not really what goes down. But nonetheless, don't be something that you're not, and don't get into a war like with a blogger on the internet. That's just how I see it. And all these accusations about, Meek being undercover, yeah, I really don't care about that. I could care less if he's undercover or not. The main thing is, bro, don't look up to all these studio thugs. Like, they're not who they say they are. Most of these celebrities that you see on TV, like the rappers, all that, they lie a lot in their lyrics. They're not who they say they are. And basically, just don't be a follower. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. That's really all I gotta say about it. But that's my take on it, bro. In my opinion, I think Ak was right. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. Maybe he could have chilled out with all the tough guy talk. But at the same time, to be fair to Ak, you can't sit there and tell someone how to react when they're threatening you online. When someone feels threatened, anybody can have crazy thoughts. That's just how I see it. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.